Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, August the 4th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. It's a free room. I share my screen all day long. You can come in as a guest. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to participate. And I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is a link if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, and you'll see a promo code there. You work that out. If you take the everything we have to offer, our TI premium package, it works out to about $5 a day. Okay, well, today was a very, very choppy day for me. In fact, Holly, it probably looks like she's going to have her first losing day in a bit. And you could tell right off the bat that the risk off and risk on was really important to watch because, again, even if you don't understand what the terms are, here's the risk off and here's the risk on. If that number is greater than the risk off, then basically what risk on is telling you to do is that, you know what, it's okay to take on a little more risk today. In other words, you can keep in the trades perhaps longer. But notice that, just a second, I got to turn off the sound alerts. But notice here that this is minus 2.26, which is not good. But this is even worse. So in other words, we're definitely in risk off mode today. In other words, take care in your trades. And I chopped around a little bit. I probably tried to overtrade a little bit today based on what Holly was saying. I probably should have not taken as many trades as I did. But anyway, that's just the nature of it. Now, just a word. Everybody was, of course, astounded by this crazy one here. If you didn't trade today, I mean, this is one of those ones. They did like a one for 125 or 135 reverse split. So there's only something like 80,000 shares in the float. So here's a stock that opened at $10 and almost hit 50. But it was very, very difficult to trade, incredibly wide spreads. I didn't trade it at all. Some in the room kind of had fun with it, but this is what can happen when you have one of these silly, super low floaters. I don't recommend, if you're going to trade something like this, depends on the size of your account, but maybe go with 5 or 10 shares and maybe have some fun with it. But other than that, you kind of have to stay away from it. So what did I do today? Well, actually, it wasn't a horrible day. AXGN was actually a very early Holly alert. I think it was at, let me just click on it. There was the alert, okay? It was at $8.60 with a stop at 8.35. So actually, I had called this out. I think it alerted in another window that I had, and so I actually called this out before Holly actually had it, and I got in at 8:56, 8:56, and then the Holly alert came. Look at that beautiful candle. I thought, oh wow, I waited the races. This was an earnings play, but it just didn't last. But I was fortunate that I got out most of it at 886, and then as it came back down, just kind of pennies on the last bit. What other ones were there? I took a Holly alert was. Yeah, I took a loss on this one, ERII. I got in at 1207. Waited. The alert was actually earlier than that, but by the time I was watching this, and I thought, well, let's see if it can break 12. It did break 12. Had a little scalp in it, and then it just collapsed. And so I took a loss on that one. And TWI, I just didn't have the resolve to hold on. This was basically, the whole market was kind of, for me anyway, most of the things I was looking at were very choppy. But here was the alert. It actually didn't, if you had held in, it wouldn't have done too badly. The alert was at 751. I got in at 763 and took myself out at 756, in this chop area here. But soon after that, it actually almost broke through 8. But now the one that I did have some success in, very extremely quick trade. Another Holly alert, 842 was the original alert, and pulled back. I didn't get in on the original alert. By this time, I was a little bit, gun shy getting anything long. I watched it right here as it pulled back a little bit. See how that red candle kind of narrowed? So yes, this was a topping tail, but the red candle is basically narrowing. So right around here, we've got the indecision, and I said that if it, well, actually, I took the trade right here at 8. Oh, right, 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 right. I actually took a loss the first time on this one. I'm looking at my. I took the trade at 8:31 right here on this pop, and then I got out here at 8:22. Kept watching it though, and I got back into the trade at right here at 8:40. Right there at 8 oh, right there. I don't know. There's the green. There's my alert was at 8:39. Took the trade right here on this pop and was lucky to get out at 8:55, and then basically at 8:40 it was like I don't know, about a 30-second trade for me on getting out at 8:55 because it just popped immediately. So again, lots of chop in some of these, and I did get back into AXGN. That's right, I forgot about that. Got back into AXGN and took the trade at 8:34 and got out at 8:43, and now basically the balance is just kind of holding a little bit. No, I'm out everything. I'm sorry, I'm out everything. Might pop back up again. Again, these are Holly trades, but the market is just kind of chopping around. So I did try one for EPAM. I may get back into it. I saw this one over 66 right here at the big gap down on earnings and looked relatively stable. 66 took the trade at 66.10. It popped up to 66.25. Was not fast enough to take out the quick scalp. And then it broke down here, and I was able to get out at just under the whole number. So I'll keep watching this. I've actually got an alert right here at 66. Looks like the high of this candle right there, about 66.33. So if the market gets any traction, maybe the SPY it gets a bounce, and this takes this out. I may try to trade this one again because you've got this beautiful intraday void that it could fill a little bit of it. Anyway, very choppy day for me and for a lot of people in the room. Just one of those choppy days, and probably should have, after that initial trade, I probably should have sat on my hands for the rest of the day. But it's hard, we're traders. We got that trader mentality. Want to keep going. But anyway, this is one that you might want to watch. Cannabis stock, ZYNE. Here's the daily on it. Cannabis stocks seem to be gaining some more traction again. Back this out just a little bit. You can see what we're looking at here. Massive gap to fill if it wants to. It is taking out that high right there. It'll have an area right there that it'll probably be pretty tough to get through. But I'm going to put an alert at 12 actually, and if it makes it through 12. Not saying that's going to happen today or it may never happen, but then you've got this big and if these marijuana stocks, there's all sorts of talk about certain legalization, certainly in Canada and certain states, so they're starting to gain traction again. All right, going to get back to the room. Thanks a lot for listening. Here is again the address to get into the room, free room. I usually open my room about, or my room, the trading room at about 8:45, and that's when I start sharing my screen, and then I screen, and then I get on the mic at about 9 o'clock, and I'm on live between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. And yeah, there's no strings attached. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to come into the room. Obviously, we would hope that at some point you take out a subscription, and this is a link you can use. Because all the things we're doing in the room, yeah, it's something that I think everybody should want to be able to do on their own. Obviously, keep into the room. I mean, it's great. We've got a lot of great traders in the room, and it's always good to have sort of the fellowship and the camaraderie about trading in a room. But ultimately, you should be wanting to learn how to find these trades yourself, and then of course post them in the room. And it's a great group effort that we've got going here. All right, thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.